Radical.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You know what's on my mind? What's on my mind is Starfield. I like Skyrim, I like Fallout, and I'd probably like Starfield. There's been a lot of hype around the game. I've been watching some gameplay from the game. Looks really nice. My question is it a great enough game to justify getting it a Series X right now? I know you can play it on a Series S, but I would never get the Series S because, I like having a disk drive. And I know you can play it on PC, but my PC is not beefy enough to handle it, so it would come down to the Series X. I was going to get one anyway, but right now, should I go out and get a Series X right now because of Starfield? Is Starfield that kind of defining game, that kind of amazing game that would justify the purchase of a Series X right now? Would I be completely happy playing that game and justify getting a Series X right now as opposed to maybe like Christmas time or something like that? Because Christmas is, September, October. Christmas is not too far away because it was going to get me maybe a PlayStation 5 and a Series X for Christmas. Christmas? Everyone loves Christmas time. It's fucking like, what's that Looney Tune character? Sylvester, the cat. Sylvester Stallone? Yeah. This is on my mind right now. For me, I could maybe do a combo this weekend at Flea Market for my 1S. I could combo it with like freaking 5 games, 2 controllers, in the box for $300. Yeah, I could, maybe 10 games. I could make a combo, 10 games, 2 controllers. I have the original box that the white 1S came with, so I could do $300 on that. And then, $200 more, I'll make that this weekend. So I'd easily have me $500 at least this weekend to go get me Series X. I have it, but I don't, I would like to, whenever I make a new game purchase, I like to be able to taunt that I sold the old games to fund the new games. I just don't like, I'm kind of weird like that. Any of you weird like that? Like you like to turn in old games and use that money to get the new games? Because you just can't justify spending a lot of money on game stuff when there's so many other things in the world to spend money on, But should I get a Series X just to play Starfield? You might say, well, you gotta buy Starfield. No, you get on that Game Pass. It's almost practically maybe next to nothing. $17 a month. It's not too much money. But Starfield, is this the first big game that made some of you get a Series X? And if so, why? I've seen the reviews are pretty solid for it all around, mostly. I know GameSpot, they had a 7. They dropped a 7 on it. They usually drop an 8 on everything, but they dropped a 7 on it, saying that the game was a mile wide, but an inch deep. Talking about how there's a lot of space to go around in, literal space, but there's not a whole lot of depth to the game. With me, I don't really mind that, as long as the mechanics are fun. Like, I tell you about what I like when I get into a game. I want the graphics to be great, and I want the shooting to feel good if it's mostly a shooting game. As long as it feels good and it looks good, I'm okay with it. Doesn't have to have a whole lot of depth. Kind of like with the ladies I pursue at the moment. At one point, I might want a nice, deep, intelligent woman to spend the rest of my life with. But now, I just like something that looks nice and feels nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the question I had. There's really not a whole lot more to that. Like I said, I only had a couple minutes. Like really, what do you want from me? I got a couple minutes, and I have to get off of here, and I have to get back to packing and pricing games for the weekend. It's That's all I got for you all. Right now, I'm just stretching time, even just continuing to talk. But Starfield, what do you think? Are you happy with the scores it's getting right now? Are you playing it? Is it a life-changing gaming event for any of you? Is it overhyped? Is it underhyped? What do you think about Starfield? Let me know. And thank you